friends, welcome back to Nessa's Nook. So today starts my little mini series because Mark actually left our home to actually drive to Columbus, Ohio for his training for the Smith system for his new job. He won't be here until Friday night, so pretty much you get me just little meals I come up with between now and then. Between now and pretty much Saturday is the first time I'll be cooking for him, because I'm sure by the time he gets home I might be able to cook for him Friday, I'm not for sure, but at least definitely for Saturday. So anyways, I had some extra time. The house is all quiet because no one's here. And I was looking through some of my friends' channels. And Natasha over at The Budget Prepper, she's the one that does my thumbnails for me and all this stuff. We've talked off and on, off actually YouTube and stuff. And I think we've grown pretty close, you know, and I really enjoy her, and she's lots of fun. Well, I was talking about the Hot Logic Mini. She's like, what's that? And I had sent it to her, and then she got into the contest that I was giving away those 5 Hot Logics. And anyway, so I was watching her video, and she was explaining one because she has a giveaway going on right now. I'll link her link down below. So just in case you didn't win the family Hot Logic that I knew everybody wanted. However, for the 7,000 subscribers, I am ordering a new one from Hot Logic because everybody wanted the family size too. So anyways, the one she's giving away right now is a family size one. And I thought to myself, you know, that would be really, really wonderful if I could send people over there. If you definitely like her, I mean, she's fun. I like her a lot. She's got 2 different channels, and she's got Ollie the monkey too. So I thought to myself, one of my things, because I had put on my community list of, you know, what is it something you guys could suggest, you know, meals for one and so on and so forth. And I've been racking it in my head. I'm like, what am I going to make for dinner tonight? You know what I'm saying? My first night without anybody being here. And then I was watching her channel, and she was talking about the Hot Logic and stuff, and I'm like, you know, instead of breaking out the crock pot, or instead of doing the combi, or, you know, whatever, I have my Hot Logic. You don't have to be on vacation. You don't have to be in your car. You don't have to be on any of that to actually, you know, use the Hot Logic. I use mine mainly here at home. Is I'll put my stuff in there at a certain time, a little way before lunch, and it's ready for me whenever I want to have lunch. If I get delayed on lunch, or I want to have lunch a little bit early, my dinners or my lunches started. So there's also in my stuff down below, there is actually discounts to like Hot Logic and other companies. So if you're looking for discounts, definitely always look down below, because I always have who I'm affiliates with down there. And if you can save a little bit of cash, I say go for it. So this is your fault in the top for this video, because I thought to myself, I could have my meatball subs, which was something that someone had suggested, and I'm like, okay, I could just make it in my Hot Logic Mini, and then I could just go about, you know, do whatever I'm going to do, clean the house, or do what I'm going to do tonight. So I'll bring it down here, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. I have my Hot Logic Mini. I have the pink one because you all know I absolutely love pink. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw in a whole can of spaghetti sauce. Now I don't need that much spaghetti sauce. My bun is only this big. However, I was thinking there's lunch tomorrow or lunch the next day or something like that, and I don't always have to have my salads. I've been having a salad pretty much every day for probably about a year and a half since I've been able to eat salads again. So it is getting a little bit old, but I still love my salads, but I'm trying to work more things in there. So I'm going to go ahead and use some of my spaghetti seasoning in here. And I'm going to use some of my garlic and onion mix that I make together too. I don't have a video of how to make this. I'm not for sure all what's in it. And I do believe that's McCormick. I had gotten it at Sam's Club, but I don't see it there anymore. So there's some salt, and there is some pepper. Now, what I thought about doing is, you know, obviously mixing up the spices and getting that all ready, is because the buns are only so big that I could actually cook enough meatballs today that, you know, I could have sauce for my bun because I don't like a dry sandwich. And cook up enough for the 2 days. So when I cleaned out the freezer the other day, I thought I was all out of meatballs, but I'm not. So we found a bag of meatballs, and what I'll do is I'll re-vacuum seal these when I get done here. So I think it's probably going to be about 4 meatballs per sub. All right. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I'm going to go ahead and put 10 just in case there's extra room. I don't think there is. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is then just stir in the meatballs. I have the Hot Logic already turned on. And so what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and just put the lid on here. And get this in here, and the Hot Logic will work. That's already hot, I can feel it. I just plugged it in right before I started the video. It's got sauce on my scissors. So what's going to happen from there is I'm going to go ahead and just zip this up, and while I'm relaxing, cleaning, or doing whatever I'm going to do, the meatballs are going to go ahead and start to get cooked. Now I will go ahead and thaw this out because this has been in the freezer. And so that way what's going to happen is we can just have everything out and about at the same time. And like I said, I could probably have a meatball sub sometime this week for lunch too. So I will bring you back once it's dinner time. And if you guys happen to think of some meals that you think that one person would like, either in the Hot Logic, any of my gadgets I have, let me know. And I can see if some of those sound better than what I already have planned. So I'll be back. Okay, friends, I'm back. And it's been cooking for 4 hours. It did not need to cook this long, obviously. But I don't know for sure if you can see the steam. Now you have to remember that this was actually frozen raw meatballs, okay? So it's not like it was just, cooked meatballs and I just left it in there for whatever amount of time. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the onions at the bottom so they won't fall out. And I really love onions on my meatball subs. And hopefully not make a big mess. See how many meatballs I actually get on this sub. Mark made it safely to Ohio. He's in his room now. So that's always a good thing. Put a little bit of the sauce along the top here. And he says he doesn't mind meatball subs. Of course, this is a thing of miscommunication again. But he doesn't care for like the meatball subs from like Subway because it's so mushy and gushy and nasty. So I get that. I understand that. So what I did is I have the onions on the bottom, and then the meatballs, the sauce. I go ahead and I'm going to put some mozzarella cheese on the top. Make a big mess with the mozzarella cheese. And then I'm just going to go ahead and throw this over there in the combi on air fry for probably about 2 minutes or so. It's not going to take that long because, like I said, everything is cooked. So I'll raise this up, bring you over to the combi. Alright, now if you're air frying, you're going to want to bring the switch over to here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit air fry. Still not going to cook at the 390. But you know what? Maybe just for those couple seconds I can. I'm going to go ahead and bring this down to like 2 minutes. Because I think with that 390 it's going to easily melt that cheese. Go ahead and hit start. And I'll bring it back as soon as that comes out of the combi. Alright, so that is what that looks about like at the 2 minutes. see if I cannot make such a big mess here. Alright. Go ahead and cut that in half. And it just wants to keep tipping over. This is what the meatball subs are looking like. And I'll see if it's not too hot here. It might be a little bit too warm here. So we'll see. I have not had a homemade meatball sub in I don't know how many years. It's been a long time. Push that meatball kind of like back down a little bit. I get the meatball. But very good. Very good. I'll just use the rest of that sauce and meatballs for another day, and probably tomorrow or Tuesday or something for lunch, and then I can just, maybe what I'll be doing too is just actually making a little bit more and having that maybe like further in the week as lunches, and that'd be probably pretty smart, right? So if you guys could still think of things, I saw on my Facebook combi site, someone had made some really good looking spaghetti. And I'm not feeling spaghetti, but that made me really want some spaghetti. So I don't know for sure if I should try some of that, and you know, if there's anything left over, then you know, eat it for lunch the next day or something, or later in the week. But anyways, I think this worked out pretty good. I'm just gonna go ahead and serve this with some chips, and it should work out just fine. You'll have to let me know if you do ever make your own homemade meatball subs. Do you do anything differently than what I do here? If you do, what is it? Obviously, people would probably bake them in the oven, or maybe put them even in the microwave. I'm not for sure. So let me know in the comments down below, and thank you very much for stopping by. You have a very blessed and wonderful day.